you too can incarnate as a planet.
Yeah,
But the thing is you have to raise your consciousness to a certain degree in order to be able to handle being a planet, because oftentimes the inhabitants of the planet don't necessarily take care of your body, your earthly body, or whatever planet that you decide to become. So you have to have a lot of patience and a lot of ability to just handle whether humans decide to destroy you or not. At this point, at least in the Kali Yuga, in the Dark Age, humans, as we all know, are destroying Earth. And that's only because of the money consciousness, people pursuing money. And when you pursue money, then automatically you're sort of going to try to sort of milk Earth for everything that she's got. One example would be trying to get as much oil as I can from Earth. And as you dive into the bowels of Earth to get oil, you also injure her. It's a sort of injury. You're injuring nature. So my philosophy is minimum impact. That's the word, minimum impact. So I don't want to leave a so-called carbon imprint on this world by the time my body dies. In fact, I would rather be one who leaves behind a trail of good energy where I left Earth in a better condition than I found it. Yeah, and one way to do that is, obviously, is recycling and taking care of trash. I know in India they don't necessarily have a way to do that right now, but I feel like the government should make that a priority. And I'll tell you one reason why. And this could even be for a simple reason of like being able to attract more people to a lovely country where they want to come because everything's clean, right? Because tourists tend to come and spend money in a place that's really clean. I go to India particularly for spiritual purposes. So even if the Ganges River is kind of dirty, you don't want to drink the Ganges River, by the way, unless you're at the source at Gamuk, and the water is really pure and clean, and it comes right from the snow. But I go there and I'll connect to the energy of the Ganges River, which is a very high vibration river, even though it's like one of the dirtiest rivers on the planet. Isn't that ironic? It's interesting. So don't be fooled by the dirtiness of the water, because underneath it is a spiritual vibration. Now, that would mean, and talking about the Ganges River, it's said that if the Ganges River dries up, then the whole world will be dried up, so to speak. The whole world will be doomed. So one of my feelings is make sure to take care of the Ganges River. And that may be one way to do that, is just to spread the word to people around the world, including Indians, and say, like, this river is very important for the preservation of the entire planet, and it's considered as also a living being. Did you know that the Ganges River actually incarnated and has incarnated? I don't know how many times, but literally under Earth, and usually she looks like a very beautiful woman, and she plays the Maya. She plays in the human world.